So why do you look so good? You got a fight coming up?
I'm training. I don't know what's going on yet, but I'm preparing for something to go on. So that's why I'm out here in LA and talking to people.
So I watched the press conference. I thought Rich did a great job, by the way. But he didn't give a date for the American debut. You know, he's talking about we're coming to America. We don't have a start date for a U.S. show. Is that an accurate statement?
For an actual event to be here?
Yes.
No, we don't have a start date for an actual event. The only thing we have a start date for is for Amazon Prime.
Okay.
That's going to be August 26th, August 27th.
Okay.
They'll be the first kind of entrance for TV.
Okay.
We still don't have a start date yet for when we hit on U.S. soil.
Gotcha.
Not yet.
And were you at the super event when Demetrius fought and he did the kickboxing with Rotang? Were you actually there?
I wasn't there live. No.
My curiosity was just how the crowd received that. Like, was that a thing they liked? The commingling of the match.
I think in Singapore and over there, it's really well liked. Like I don't know. In American fans, we know we're used to what we're used to, and we don't like to intermix things. I think over there it's different because from the gate, one championship always defined itself as we do everything. We're the top specialists, whether it's jiu-jitsu, we're trying to get the top specialists in BJJ, we're trying to get the top guys in Muay Thai. So to mix anything, they've been doing it from the beginning. Like that's kind of where they're innovative and they brought a different flavor to the sport in that aspect. So it wasn't anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Here in the United States, it's out of the ordinary, but there it's not.
Right. And a quick question. I see Buchecha over here. I know he's signed. Is he doing MMA or is he doing grappling? He's fighting for ONE FC.
He is.
Okay, he's not doing jiu-jitsu matches. He's not with like Tonin and
I think
Gordon Ryan.
I think all of us, all the athletes in general, are up for anything.
Okay.
You know, where Demetrius, that's the cool thing about the promotion is that you can explore your jiu-jitsu. Say, hey, I want to compete at a high level of jiu-jitsu, see what I got. Okay, you're gonna do a jiu-jitsu match with, Gordon or Buchecha or these guys. Or you could say, hey, I'm going to try my kickboxing. I always want to try kickboxing, Matt's okay. You can go up against someone like Nicky Holtz, or like someone who's world class in that. So there's no real ceiling. You can explore whatever you want, and I think makes it fun for fans.
Let me throw you a scenario. Gary Tonin shows up, starts talking trash to Eddie, but then doesn't say he wants to fight you. He wants you to come do no-gi jiu-jitsu with him.
That's exciting. Gary did that. As soon as I entered, Gary Tonin.
Oh, he already started. All right.
Talking shit. I want to fight Eddie. I want to do this. And for me, it was laughable. I mean, he was the weight class down.
Right.
But I don't think MMA wise this is competitive.
I don't think it's competitive. I don't feel like it. Jiu-jitsu wise, have you ever rolled?
I don't think we rolled. We rolled in the same room together. Real too far back to even it makes sense.
Okay.
He's gone levels and levels above grappling now, where he took it to a whole different level. His grappling is phenomenal.
I did a three-way round robin. Myself, Gary Tonin, Gordon Ryan. I did not know the sport of grappling was at that level. I didn't know that level existed. I'd been to Abu Dhabi. I won matches in Abu Dhabi. Like that was a sport I didn't know existed.
The way they're doing it.
The way that they did it. Well, they go lower body, they use flexibility, they're really big on the legs. Like there's things there that 20 years in a jiu-jitsu room I haven't even seen.
That's the beauty of Jon Jones, man.
The death squad is very innovative. I had a similar experience with the first time I met Buchecha. Cormier and I were sparring, he brings in Buchecha. Buchecha stays in for 45 minutes as Daniel and I rotate on him, and he just tap, both of us, back and forth. He stayed in the whole time. It's like 21-year-old kid.
Just playing with his feet.
Yeah, well, it's very embarrassing. I didn't know that could happen. I thought I could hold my position, and but I grew up as you would watching Mark Kerr and that's enough, take some steroids and I'll hold a guy down. I really thought that, and then I went with Buchecha. So.
These guys, it's their life. I think they recently moved to Puerto Rico and just spend their days on the mat. You know what I mean?
Yes. And twice a day. Danaher brings them in twice a day, 6 days a week. That's the rumor, and I believe it. If you watch the grappling shows, they clean house. I never
liked jiu-jitsu that much to be that involved in,
or
fell in love with it. I fell in love with wrestling at some point in my life, fell in love with fighting. I just never fell in love with jiu-jitsu to be that immersed in it.
And I think with the storylines, I really think that Chantre is going to change this single-handedly, because when the storylines catch up, jiu-jitsu's got drama. They got heat.
Yeah.
We had a hard time in wrestling getting anybody to come watch us, but if they understood it a little more, we could have had fans. Like, wrestling's kind of exciting if you know what's going on. And if Chaudhary can tell these stories, man, there's some drama out there.
Well, Gordon does a good
Yes.
job creating some drama.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Anyway, am I interrupting a workout? I was coming over to say hi. I haven't seen you in a while.
No, I ain't seen you in a while either.
What are you pretending? Is this a stretch? Is that what you're pretending?
Yeah, I'm pretending.
Do you sell these things on the? Is this a sponsorship?
Yeah. Go to.
Use promo code Eddie Alvarez.